We now recognize the civil rights leadership and lifetime achievements of Dr. Josie R. Johnson. I want to be just like Dr. Josie Johnson when I grow up. Dr. Josie Johnson's fight against racial inequities started when she was a teenager in Texas, where she helped her father organize railway dining car waiters and gather signatures for a petition to overturn a state poll tax that prevented black people from registering to vote. And she's never slowed down. Since the 1940s, Josie has courageously fought for racial justice in Minnesota and across the nation. She was the first African American to serve on the University of Minnesota's Board of Regents, and she served as an associate vice president at the university. Dr. Johnson was nominated for her recent work mentoring new leaders and educating voters about the ramifications of Minnesota's proposed and then defeated voter ID amendment. The St. Paul Foundation is honored to recognize Dr. Josie R. Johnson as our East Metro Ambassador Award recipient. Josie will receive a $10,000 grant made in her name to the organization of her choice. Ladies and gentlemen, Josie Johnson.
Thank you. Thank you sincerely for that very kind introduction, Michael. And I want to express my sincere thanks to the young woman who nominated me, Atika Tyner. She nominated me for this position and for this honor, and I'm deeply grateful. Also, the staff at the St. Paul Foundation has just been tireless in the way they have worked with us, and particularly I am very thankful to Rosette Ship Chandler, who is absolutely the most detailed person I've ever met. She makes sure that every point is well made and every comma is where it belongs. So I feel this evening deeply honored to receive this award. Facing race ambassadors is an important challenge. We have been charged with the responsibility to continue the work of our ancestors, to continue to be representatives, and to promote the hope and wishes of our people. And to quote the statement that is commonly expressed in this program, it is our responsibility to build communities where everyone feels safe, valued, and respected. Those are words that we say and we think we mean them, but they are very hard. To respect somebody who is different, who speaks, looks, acts, reasons, programs, process things differently is very difficult. And too few people are able to do that. The responsibility to pass on to the next generation values that embrace hope, dignity, morality, and an understanding of the important word peoplehood is hard. And it is something that we cannot just celebrate on an annual basis. And what I'd like to do tonight as your elder is to just make some suggestions. And they are really echoes of the thoughts that we all have. I'm suggesting, once again, friends, that we teach our children their history. One of the reasons I think our children have difficulty in this society at this time is that they don't know their history. And there are many adults who interact with our children who don't know their history, and therefore they cannot pass on the history of those children. I think that we need to tell them when you know about it. You need to tell children about the struggle of their ancestors. They don't know what their ancestors suffered in order to be where we are today. We need to tell them that. We need to tell children what our ancestors did in their struggle for education. Most people don't know. Today's group thinks that children are not interested, parents are not interested, communities aren't interested. We need to tell them. We need to tell them so they know their history. We need to tell these children the role they played in the history of the struggle for civil rights and justice. Many people don't know that. Children don't know that. They need to know not only their history of their role, but what they need to be doing now and what they need to do in the future. We need to let them gain the responsibility of this struggle for freedom. They can't assume that if they don't know it. And if they're only listening to what is being said about them, they will never be able to assume their role. Our elders must tell our story to our children. We need to tell them. Most of us are oral history people. We need to tell our children their bedtime stories about themselves, who they are, what they're about, what they can become. We need to do that. We need to retell the stories of their ancestors. We need to tell them the role of their male members of their society. Most people don't know the role, for example, my people played, black men played in the lives of children. Even if they weren't where they thought they should be, they would say to us, I want you to do better. And we have to tell our people, all of us, our men have been critical in the continuation of us as a people. Tell them the story. We must, in my judgment, all of us, be ambassadors to our future. Ambassador, that means we are representing. Some people have the belief that we can do something. It's our responsibility to be ambassadors, not only for those we know, but for our children of the future. Our society depends on our children. We need you, and all of us must be ambassadors. I think that we must save our children if we're going to save our society. And my word to you is the famous expression of we must hold on. Hold on. We must hold on. And again, I thank you, St. Paul Foundation, and all of you for this wonderful recognition, and I hope to live up to your expectations. Thank you very much.